Here it is. Messi! Could it have been any other way?
It wasn't a collective fever dream. It really happened. Lionel Messi actually signed with a club in Major League Soccer. And to prove it, he only went and played in a professional game for an American club on American soil.
Lionel Messi!
Oh, and then he went and did this for good measure.
Magnificent!
As Ray Hudson, I think it was him, who once said, "If you will it, it is no dream." It's time for This Week in the Messiverse. Let's go. Okay, let's recap how we got here. You remember last week, the heavens opened during Messi's presentation as an Inter Miami player, a biblical flood dispatched by the soccer gods themselves.
That night was a very epic Miami moment, and I alluded to the rain as being holy water that evening.
200 credentialed media members, all those cameras, drones, a helicopter, strained for glimpses of Messi at his very first training session. David Beckham, he still got it, by the way. And the new teammates gave Messi and Sergio Busquets a guard of honour as they arrived. As US international DeAndre Yedlin would later sum it up, it's like Michael Jordan going to play, you know, overseas.
Michael Jordan!
Yedlin also revealed that Lionel Messi had already been lurking in the team's group chat before his unveiling. This became very clear to Miami's Ecuadorian forward, Leonardo Campana.
Campana was looking for tickets, and he put in the group chat, "Hey, does anybody have any tickets?" And then I didn't even know that Messi was in the group chat yet, but he popped up straight away and said, "How many do you need, Leo?"
Imagine opening your phone and finding the best player in the world just casually tapping away in your team group chat. All of this makes clear, Lionel Messi is just reveling in being a human being in Miami, doing all the things, you know, us mere mortals enjoy, like texting teammates or grocery shopping in his slides.
We saw Leo out in Miami. Surprise, surprise, Leo goes for dinner. Surprise, surprise, Leo does his own grocery shopping. But that is why people love him.
Of course, Messi still has to dodge fans like he's driving in GTA just to get around. Running red lights with police escort on the regs. You know, Sergio Busquets can go grocery shopping too, and no one's making an international incident out of that. And they keep coming. Fellow Barca vet Jordi Alba's already signed on, and the club's reportedly monitoring Luis Suarez contract situation with Grêmio in Brazil, and additional links connect them to that Dark Lord Sergio Ramos. Think of it like some opening scene of a Spanish remake of Mighty Ducks 2 when they round up the old gang.
Hey, Yankee, do you want to play some real hockey? Yeah!
And demand to see that old gang is sky high.
$110,000 to watch Messi play.
That would be $110,000 to watch the team with the worst record in MLS take on the team with the worst record in Liga MX. In the vaunted Leagues Cup, a new tournament still in search of an identity, like some kind of international relegation scrap to prove whose league's anals are the worst. But this game transcended football. It was more Met Gala, bringing out American royalty, the creamiest of the cream of the celebrity crop. Liverpool part owner and iconic bucket hat model LeBron James flew in specially for the occasion. A veritable recognised GOAT moment. He and Messi shared a hug. It's actually one of those that goes on for an awkwardly long time. Hey, yo, back up first, bro. No, after you, Hermano. Kim Kardashian brought two of her children and revealed in a halftime interview she used to play football for many years. She was a goalkeeper, centre forward.
It wasn't bad, but I loved it.
And a fashion designer. Essentially, the Jorge Campos of her generation. Turns out her son Saint is the real reason the Kardashians are jetting around watching football friendlies all summer.
Okay. He has the player's sweat on him. Oh my God.
Posh Spice was there. And she even brought her husband, Inter Miami co-owner David Beckham. Serena Williams was in attendance. Holy what? Let that sink in. And just for context, this is what the location of Messi's debut looked like in 2019. A land fit only for lizards and teenage burnouts. And now it's a veritable goat farm. On national anthem duties, Becky G. And that sellout crowd of 20,512 in the unpronounceable Drive Pink Stadium each got a hot pink flag, which made the whole thing look like some kind of eerie, massive Barbie movie tie-in. And in case everyone, including the person who spent $110,000, had forgotten exactly why they were there, a huge Messi banner was unfurled at minute 10. One guy even turned up in full coat costume. Respect to don that look in 95-degree heat. I'll tell my kids that was Pitbull in disguise. But then in the 54th minute, sporting history was made as Lionel Messi made his debut as a second half substitute.
Please welcome the world's number 10, and now your number 10.
If you missed it, you can watch it on LeBron and Serena's Instagram reels. Fast forward to the 93rd minute, the game deadlocked, a 1-1 tie, a goal apiece. Cue Messi to do magic Messi things. Data analysts later crunched the numbers and determined that shot had an 8% chance of going in.
A moment that will live forever.
Serena's mouth fell open. My mouth fell open. Victoria Beckham hugged her husband, who must have been thinking, what's she so impressed by? Wasn't there a bloody movie named after me for bending that very kind of trademark shot on goal? But in many ways, this is what we've come to expect from Lionel Messi. Consistent greatness. This was his 700th non-penalty goal. Yes, he certainly scored more important goals, but the noise that ball made as it arced into the corner of the net was heard so bloody loudly all around the world. In Argentina, the outlet Ole went with this pun, Mayamita Querita. La Voz screamed, Messi did it. Again. And Norte dug out a genie joke declaring Messi rubs the lamp in debut. The Mexican papers had headlines like I'm here, ready aim golazzo, and better impossible. While the Miami Herald was a little more subdued, down-to-earth, literal matter of fact, Messi delivers high drama in debut. But to be fair, they did give him a 7-page spread when he joined, which is the American newspaper equivalent of an Andres Cantor goal chant. And this is exactly why Messi was signed, to make MLS noise all around the world, propelling Inter Miami to over 10 million Instagram followers, the 4th most now in American sports. The goal itself has over 50 million views just on Twitter, an estimated social value of 1.134 million according to the Sports Business Journal. Messi murals keep popping up in Wynwood like an exotic rash. Soon there won't be any bare walls left to tag. And perhaps in the truest sign of Messi's clout, Argentine customs confiscated 250 smuggled Messi jerseys. Only the coke gets through here, lads. Lionel Messi, worth his weight in illicit powders. And yet, amidst all this noise, a moment of humanity. That goal, Messi proceeded to dedicate it to Ian Frey, a barely known Miami homegrown player who early in the game had the misfortune of suffering his 3rd ACL tear in an agonising 3 seasons. Amidst all this glory, Messi was thinking about a 20-year-old kid he couldn't possibly have met more than a couple of times. It's a truly lovely gesture, one filled with empathy and a reflection perhaps of just how fond Messi's become of that Inter Miami WhatsApp group. And onwards to Messi's first game in MLS proper, which will be against Charlotte FC. Gent's already been named captain after just 1 week of training with his teammates. Who'd have thunk it? And if you don't have a spare $110,000 available to go and see that game live, tune in to This Week in the Messiverse, where we'll find out what Lionel's done next as he learned to levitate, turn base metals into gold, pulled a knotted stream of handkerchiefs out of his anus, or maybe somehow managed to make global news by safely walking across the street.